Hello, welcome. I'm really happy to be back. My name is Tessa, and if you've been watching my videos, you will know that I actually was very pregnant, and now I am not. I had a beautiful baby boy, and I'm really happy to be back. So I thought that a good way to start back would be massage for stress relief. And so I'm working on the lovely Michelle today, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'll go ahead and grab some oil as I'm talking about this, but whenever I am starting on a new client, so if I have 4 clients, I try to be as intentional as possible about pacing. So if I'm working on someone that's very stressed, I make a conscious effort to move even slower than usual. And I really try to pace myself throughout the massage. So just being really intentional in my work and really paying attention to body language. So how Michelle is holding her shoulders, if she's kind of gripping in her neck, trying to hold her head up. And honestly, if somebody is feeling really stressed, I know in general you don't want to lose contact during a massage, but I'll often just take little 10 or 20 second breaks, just taking my hands off and kind of giving us both a chance to just take in what the work that's been done up to that point. So just working more intuitively, kind of getting out of your head when you're offering a massage to people can be easier said than done, but it's just more fun, I think, to do massage that way. So as I'm working, I'm really staying anchored through my own feet. Is really easy, especially if you're an empath or if you're an ultra sensitive, to get kind of sucked into other people's energy. Not that other people's energy is bad or something to be afraid of. It's just you really need to stay grounded to do your work effectively and in a way that's not draining for you. And I can't think of a better activity than massage for really learning about healthy boundaries and how to be truly giving. Because if you're giving and you feel drained, you kind of need to make adjustments. I've had experiences where I've done literally 7 massages in a row, hour-long massages, and I was super intentional about my work, and I really didn't feel that tired at the end of the day. So, believe it or not, it's possible to be in flow with it all. And that's certainly not every day. So right now I'm just working on these pectoral muscles and just allowing this heart area to kind of soften a little bit, and as much as possible keeping my own shoulders relaxed. Sometimes when I'm doing this pectoral work, I can round a little too much on my shoulders. And I'm going to go ahead and just walk these shoulders out a little bit, really encouraging nice soft shoulders. And I'm going to go ahead and grab a little bit more oil. And when I was talking about taking little breaks, you want to keep your hands on your client for long enough for both of you to really settle in. You don't want to be making your client feel ungrounded. So a nice consistent touch can be very grounding and soothing. Whenever I am dealing with someone that's more stressed, I'm very focused on that upper trap into the neck. And this is a really nice, gentle way to work on that muscle. I'm just dragging my finger pads up. Luckily, my fingernails are a little bit shorter now, so I'm gonna go ahead and just tuck my hands under and lift, get a little bit deeper into that upper trap. Just dragging my finger pads in towards that occipital ridge. And don't worry about being perfect. And I'm gonna go ahead and just transition and start doing some little compressions along the occipital ridge. And just little circles. Before we started this massage, I asked Michelle to scoot down on the table so that I can really support my arms. Makes this routine a lot easier. I'm not too worried about super deep pressure right now. I'm just more focused on a nice flow. Just doing little circles. And feeling for any spots that feel a little bit tighter. Kind of scanning from right to left. I find that sometimes when I'm doing more technical work, I can kind of hold my breath. So I'm just trying to keep that breath flowing. And there's really no way around, massage being a demanding vocation. It's physically demanding and mentally demanding. So just proper body mechanics and some deep breaths can go a long way with endurance. That doesn't mean massage has to be hard. It's just is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and work my way onto the mastoid process. This is a really great spot that refers out to a lot of different points. So I'm just going to feel above the ears, and there's some really important attachments in here. And this can help the forehead to relax. And I'm just doing little circles. Not focusing too much on any certain attachment site, just working and focusing more broadly. And I usually like to encourage my clients to open their mouth a little bit, just relax their jaw, feeling space in their mouth, letting their tongue rest on the bottom part of their mouth. I'm going to go ahead and work my way up towards the frontalis muscle, and I'm going to start doing some just really nice scalp massage. So I'm just going to drag my finger pads along that frontalis muscle, and I'm going to start to work my way onto the forehead a little bit more. And you can't forget about those temples. Feels so nice. Massage that area. And again, this would be really hard if my arms were floating, so making sure that I can support my arms with the table as I work. And before I forget, I would like to thank a few of our patrons. I'd like to thank Daryl Clark, Kevin H., and Llama Entity. Thank you guys so much for your support. And you can really find your own rhythm with this. You can go up and down, you can do little circles if you want. Just try to cover as much of the scalp as you can. That frontalis muscle is a superficial muscle, and it's a little bit larger than you think. So I'm just kind of trying to cover as much as we can. Doing little circles. And I don't know why, but massaging kind of across that hairline can feel so nice. And I'm going to start to work my way onto the temples a little more, doing little circles. And whenever somebody kind of mentions like feeling more stressed than usual, I think occipitalis and I think frontalis muscle, and just how I can kind of incorporate all of that into a flow that feels really nice for my client. And I'm going to start just massaging this forehead a little more. And it's really nice if you can work this superficial tissue from different angles, so it can feel really nice to just drag the thumbs across. You can walk the thumbs back up, kinds of fun techniques. It's nice if you can end on the temple, and I might go back and forth. Go ahead and start to work my way around the eyebrows. And just kind of always finding ways where I can tie everything together in a way that flows well. So if I were to kind of end here and jump to the eyebrows, it would feel a little funny. I'm just trying to kind of walk my way up in a way that feels good. And I'm going to go ahead and work my way around those eyebrows and into the temple. Anything you do in this area is bound to feel really, really good. So don't worry too much about getting it wrong. I'm gonna go ahead and just press right here. It's a really nice spot for stress relief and for relieving those sinuses, helping everything clear out a little bit. You don't want to press too hard. Work my way under the eyebrows. And of course, use your best judgment. If you're working on a woman who has a lot of makeup on their eyebrows, you want to be sensitive to that. And working my way to the temples. And just be sure that as you work, be as present as you can when you walk into a massage, and really just try to stay grounded, breathing through your feet. And I don't know why I'm thinking of this quote right now. I don't know who said it, but it's in the shelter of each other is where we live, and that's very true. So just finding compassion as you work, and it doesn't have to be super serious. Just working compassionately and with care is enough, And this is one of my favorite moves to end with. I'm going to go ahead and just bring my fingers around the ears. I'm going to start working my hands up. or scalp. And always with someone that, is feeling more stressed, starting and ending my massage slowly. So just nice and slow, and go ahead and release my hands. And that is all for today. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you enjoyed today's video, you should check out our Patreon page where you'll find some really great exclusive content. I look forward to seeing you there.